Hi. My God, I wish we could use filters for these videos. um, Hi, Professor Gano. Irene Goy is here, week 3 videos. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you for your audio. Got something in my eye. Your audio feedback. I really do appreciate that. You're the first professor that has done that, and I just think it adds a personal touch, and just want to say thank you for all your kind words, and I really appreciate it. And of course, there's something in my eye. And then second, happy National Wine Day. I do have a glass of wine waiting for me, so I'm going to try to hurry through these videos. I'm going to start off with the injections, and I'm going to start off with sub-Q because I don't feel too confident in the Z-Track method. That's just not how I learn, and I know you said that they're not doing that anymore. So I'm going to start off with my sub-Q, and I've got my little guy here. I think that's good right there. So first you want to make sure that you have, first you want to make sure you have the order, and you want to make sure that you have the right patient, and you're introducing yourself, hand hygiene, and you want to double check your medication. As we all know, on the floor with insulin, if you were giving insulin, you would need a two nurse person to check that the amount that you drew up was correct against the order, and also want to make sure that you have your at least your 5 rights of medication before administering. And so you'd pop this little guy off, and you would wipe it with alcohol, and open this guy up. And then you always want to draw, like, because you can't see that, put the air, like, push back however many units the order's for. So I'm just gonna say, it's for 10. So then I would draw it to 10, and then get the vial, push that in there, and then push in the air. And then usually when you do that, it will automatically come down to the amount that you pushed in. And then if there are any bubbles, you just kind of want to flick that there. Make sure there's no bubbles. There's no bubbles. And then you would put gloves on. I don't know, we didn't really go over this in the class, and how this works. But I mean, I always learn not to recap, or try not to recap, but I mean, if you have to, you would, put your arm behind your back, and then you would scoop the needle in. So now you're all ready to give your patient we're just going to say it's insulin. Then you go into your room, introduce yourself to patient identifier. Again, you want to check the order and the units, or at least I would. It can be really scary with insulin, especially if you're giving like a fast-acting type of insulin, because the patient can go down really fast. Okay, so here's this guy, and with sub-Q, you can either go the fatty part of the arm, or you can go the bottom part of, like, under the umbilicus, and you would not administer in any bruised or swelling areas, or that has a sore. And if you're doing the area, and if a patient is constantly getting insulin, you want to make sure you go clockwise. And so it would be, I'm looking at the patient, it'd be the right upper quadrant, left upper quadrant, and this is for documentation. So you always want to check to see where your patient had the last injection before. And then, of course, when you're done, you want to document and make sure that you are documenting what quadrant you administered the Insulin. Normally you go at a 45-degree angle, but if you do have an obese patient, you can just actually kind of go at a 90-degree angle. If not, it's 45. Okay, so let's go here. I'm gonna take off this guy. Oh, gotta clean my area. And I'm not gonna open it, but you can start in the middle, and then you wanna go circle, and you wanna go outwards to about 2 inches out from the center once you've decided what your site is going to be. And I'm gonna say I have an obese patient, and I am going to breathe here and push there. No aspiration. This is also something new for me. And at this point you would just inject, pull out, and you get we're gonna pretend this is a gauze. You would just hold it at the site, especially if it's heparin, you wanna leave it on a little bit longer. And my cat fell. Let's put that there. And then you would dispose it in the proper sharps container and do hand hygiene. Also, you wanna check in on your patient and make sure that they are okay, especially if it is their first time getting like a regular type of insulin, because it is fast acting. Okay, that's the first video. Thank you.